And good evening. Welcome to the Deltahead stream. I am James Howell, and tonight we're doing part 6 of Demon Souls. The part that I refer to as I cannot put off doing the swamp level any longer. Swamp levels are like sewer levels for me. I just don't want to do them. Also, kind of like water levels, underwater levels to a certain extent, where I have to learn an entirely new set of controls and physics for exactly one gimmicky session. Not very happy with that. But with sewers and swamps, at the very least, the only thing I know I have to prime my brain for is memorizing which environmental cue tells me that I turned left 5 minutes ago to get to where I am in the dead end I've wound up in. So, but to Demon Souls' credit, it is better designed than most swamp and sewer levels, so maybe that doesn't apply here. Evening, Mahafun. It's good to see you. Thank you for sticking around or being here at the later start hour. Home obligations kept me from starting closer to the time I usually do, but you know, that always comes first. So yeah, gosh, pre-game show. I've been traveling the past week and have not played any music, have not watched any. Oh yes, they do. They do, and they let you know. Yeah, no, my kid's great. I'm super happy to spend any time with him I can. But yeah, no, we've been traveling the past couple of weeks, and like all my usual stuff just kind of like goes out the window. So this thing about vacation, right? The root of that noun is to vacate, meaning to take everything and clear it out. So you have a nice big open space. You can feng shui the negative space. that kind of piece. I like this to a certain extent. I also really like my routines, because my routines are the things that I use to keep in touch with the things that I love. I don't actually find them stagnant, I find them structuring. So, having to reestablish and recreate those takes a little bit of work, because everything gets vacated, and then you have to bring the stuff back in that you want, which may be true about all vacations. Play more Monkey Island? What? That is some hot nonsense right there. No, I will be playing more Monkey Island on... What? Y'all are in on this, aren't you? I swear it said Demon Souls when I did the fire thing. Anyway. No, I don't! This needs to fix its business! What it needs to do. No, it said Demon Souls when I used SLOBS. Yes, this is the true revenge of LeChuck. Evening all. Dustin, Shogi, and Dan. Okay, good. Weird that the notification said that. But yeah, so in the absence of that, I still managed to get some good discovery done. So the beach that I went to, I found this on it as we were walking down. I'll show you this. Saboteru. That's interesting. I guess to sabotage is to quiet quit. Is that kind of the notion there, Mahafun? Because that's really interesting. So I was walking down to the beach, and with my son, who is, you know, a little one, and had him by the hand, you know, paying attention to the ground nearest in front of him. Then I happened to look up, and just in like the near 10-foot distance, I saw this on the ground. Now that might look to you like a weirdly prepared, you know, chunk of steak, but it is in fact not. That is 2 pieces of 2x4, like this, with another one that appears to have been once there like that, with a ton of rusty nails sticking out of it. And that's not great, especially if you are doing what I do on a beach, which is to run around with a kite and not look at where you're going. There was in fact a shipwreck, or at least a landed ship that drifted ashore, and by ashore I mean really ashore. Oh yes, I like to run. I like to run with a kite barefoot when possible, and public beaches are usually pretty good about that, because at least the ones in Washington State I know, because Washington State puts a lot of money into maintaining, its public natural areas. So this is really a one-off, right? There's like no litter out there, nothing metal, nothing like that. And so yeah, it's like I kept telling people that this will give you sea tetanus, and everybody keeps insisting that's just normal tetanus. And I don't think I can emphasize enough that if you add the word sea as a compound to anything, it immediately gives it greater gravitas, it makes it cooler, it makes you wish you didn't get it, and also makes you happy that you have the story to tell where you can say, I got sea tetanus. Like, anyway, so I've had this conversation multiple times since discovering this. It might well be a piece of shipwreck. I think that, so I, of course, liking junk, captured it in a blanket and am in the process of disinfecting it and going to do something with it. I don't know. I might just throw it away after a couple of weeks, but for the time being, it's a curiosity, and I'll see if there's any kind of, like, I don't know, found sculpture thing I can do with it. 26 years overdue for your tetanus booster. No, I and everybody else I know have our tetanus shots, so obviously you don't want to like tempt fate with that. Handle with care. But yeah, there are ways of disinfecting this thing and cleaning it that just go with standard driftwood. Let's see. Oh, and I did happen to get, oh yeah, there you go, there's the top down. You can see just a ton of nails. It's like, man, it's like, it's amazing how this thing clearly, whoever lost it clearly didn't want to lose it. Anyway, so I think that's neat. For reading, let me see if I can reorient this here. Yeah, I know, it's the sort of thing where you're looking at it and you're like, oh, okay, I want to be careful with this, but yeah, see what you can do. Let me rotate this. There we go. Pardon me while I fiddle around with the formatting. I could not get both pictures up at one. Nobody wants to get shivved. That is correct. Oh, CH. Ah, I see. C in front of it. Yes, nobody also wants to get... Oh, unless you like going to the hospital. So, I finished reading this fella right here. The Lamp from the Warlocks Tomb. There's Anthony Monday, there's the Warlock, and there's the Lamp. And, where are we? That's part of the tomb. So this was a good fun book. This is one that I had not read when I was younger, but it really ramps up and leans into the supernatural gothic toward the end. I'm very pleased with that, and it executes it flawlessly. Such a great integration of the middle Americana type of adventure Hardy Boys like story plus straight up legitimate medieval sorcery. And this arrived in my absence, and I'm very happy with this. This was my favorite John Billairs novel when I was a wee one. The Chessmen of Doom. Chessmen of Doom. Doom of Doom, that's one of the things you can add at the end of everything, just the same thing as you can add C as a prefix to everything, and it will become more dramatic. That's really interesting. You know, I never thought about that before. I guess they chose... Let's see, what do we got here? I think I see... No, it looks like there could conceivably be the queen in one of the chess pieces that Gory drew. Interesting. Huh. Well, guess that's a bias of the time, isn't it? But yeah, so you can see there's a statue of a man with a top hat pointing to his own grave. I want a statue of myself pointing to my own mausoleum with Resurgam written there at the bottom. I will return. Oh. And there's the back. This is another lovely dramatic moment where one of the busts fell from on top of the colonnades and fractured, and there was a human skull inside. It's rad. And then this is like, oh my gosh, this is such a wonderful thing to have encountered during formative years, because it really was very very sort of like taste influencing, especially as an introduction to Edward Gorey. This is the frontispiece there, which, as you can see, is some sorcererish antagonist there with a skull face, with Johnny Dixon, Ferguson, and Professor Childermass there, lured down into the dark, and he is indicating the caskets that he has prepared for them wordlessly. And the scene in the book is in fact wordless and communicated through gestures, and it's really cool how Gorey manages to capture that silence here. Yeah, so I'm super looking forward to rereading this, and a very special thing that I love. This was a former library copy, and this simultaneously makes me very happy and breaks my heart. Makes me happy because I encountered this as a library book, as a little scurrying child through the public libraries, and it makes me sad because nobody else is going to check this out of the, what is it, Philip Reed Memorial Library in Plainfield, New Hampshire. So, actually, Plainfield, New Hampshire sounds like it could be a town in one of these stories. But you know, if you look at the checkout dates there, clearly just did not catch on here. We got 91, 91, 91, 91, 91. So about 5 checkouts in 1991, then nothing until 1994. 95, and then from 95 until 2012, nothing. So, very sad. I wonder too, these are actually the copies of the Bill Ayers books that I look for, both because this is in fact the tactile form that I read these in, and that's, I mean, as long as I'm going for nostalgia, go whole hog, right? And also because, frankly, I think because of the Edward Gorey illustrations and the fact that Gorey's estate, I assume, did not license the reprint of these for the reprints of John Bill Ayers' books, basically the only copies you're going to find with Gorey's illustrations are the older ones. Excuse me. And so they're actually fairly expensive, especially if you find them in new condition. Thankfully, nobody wants public library cast-offs. Except me, so I'm very happy with that. But all that done, oh my god, yeah, no, they do. Funnily enough, when I moved here to Seattle, I was dragging my feet on a lot of paperwork like I often do, and wasn't getting my license updated because I looked at my license. I'm like, this thing is good for, you know, however many years. You know, I'm supposed to, you know, once you live here long enough, you're supposed to get it changed over. But I was dragging my feet, and then I found out that if I got my license changed over, I could get an official King County Library System card. I could be an official member of the KCLS, and that was what did it. And let me tell you, that decision has paid off in spades, because the KCLS is amazing. It is an amazing library system. I love it. It is the second largest library system in the entire country, second only to the New York Public Library System. So, and when I was thinking about moving up here, the librarian said that I could like apply for a temporary card and check something out. They just trusted me, and I was like, oh no, I haven't moved here yet. I don't trust me to check out a book and then return it if I don't live here. So, anyway, wonderful library system, wonderful librarians, wonderful books. I know, it's so good. Makes me so happy to be here. Anyway, but yes, make friends with the library. They will stick with you wherever you go, unless they fall on hard times and sell everything off. Seattle is very cultured. I think Seattle is documented as one of the most literate, well-read cities in the U.S. Walking around my neighborhood, I can go to almost any block has a little library, you know, one of these little small house-shaped 3-shelf structures with a glass pane in front, and you know, it's like leave a book, take a book kind of thing. They're everywhere here, and I found a few good kids books there, and I've even found I think a Philip Roth book that I didn't know existed that was wonderful to pick up. So yeah. Oh, that's cool. I mean, the main branch of a library is just a great place to be. Yeah. So, but without further ado, we could go into Demon Souls. Actually, funny to go directly into a game from talking about a library, because the last time, Evening Space Hamlet, just missed a riveting discussion of Driftwood, Sea Tetanus, Edward Gorey, and public libraries. So if you want to catch the VOD, you have much to discover. But yeah, it's funny to jump straight into a video game from discussion of the public libraries, because one of the last times I was in the Bellevue Public Library, let me switch this over here. The wired connection at the public library is excellent here. And one of the things that unfortunately draws is a lot of gamers. Several kids with, the least intrusive of these are high-powered laptops that can run PC games on the network. Some kids even brought in their Xbox Ones. And I mean, a library is a public service. It's a hub for all sorts of information and activity. I do not begrudge anybody using that space for those purposes. I'm not that kind of snob. I'm a different kind of snob. But if somebody is playing a game in a library and talking like they're on Xbox Live, then I have problems with that. And I have been the grumpy adult who has gone up to a kid and knelt down and said, I'm going to need you to pretend like you're in a public space and not cuss and spew racism at whoever happens to be headshotting you. Because I am over here and I'm reading a book, which was the original purpose of this place. I will be very territorial over a library if somebody is just... well, that. Because it is a sacred place for me. Shogi, I have been asking myself that question, and I ask myself that question pretty much every time I type the name. I think the explanation that I have in my mind, actually I think Space Hamlet and Mahafun, having thought about this game quite a bit, will have their own thoughts on this, is that the player themselves, if they invade and if they make certain choices, are a demon, they can become demonic, and so the souls are of the demon that the player becomes, if that makes sense. Interesting. Yeah, public gamer speak is pretty awful. I mean, especially in a library, it's like, come on, man. Well, yeah, it's funny. He actually had been spoken with a few times. After I spoke with him and then spoke with him again, I went to like the library and I'm like, hey, can you help here? I don't actually have any authority. I just come off as an intimidating adult. I can't do anything. And she like rolled her eyes and slapped her forehead and like was like, oh my God, he's still here. So I was not the only one who had spoken with him that day about being Xbox Livey in the public library. Thank you, Shogi. Yeah, no, I pay attention to the details. They stick in my mind. Yeah, library, man. Battleground between generations. Oh my God, this is so good! I mean, Space Hamlet, if you have another way of reading that, then I am open to it. It is not something I am necessarily committed to. Okay, cool. Let's level up. Seek soul power. I would like to continue to smash. I want my item burden up. I want my equip burden up. And I'm going to munch on this to go soul to level up further. I really appreciate that later games let you use multiples of these in a single go. Evening Joe Fada and evening Orfeo. Yeah, playing on PS3 using the fan server, and Mahafun has been a consistent cooperator through the rest of these streams. PlayStation 3, PS3. I like to play on original hardware whenever possible. Do I need? I do need more. Nope. I feel like I'm nearing the end of the game, yet I still have all of these specialized souls that I know I can make weapons out of. Maybe. Wait, no, Baldwin needs some kind of special ember, doesn't he? They always need a special ember. And Ed seems to be kind of shrugging his shoulders of like, well, I'm the local guy, so I don't have to do anything special. They're catching up on chat. Really? Demons. Interesting. So, with the thing is like the sorry Mahafun, I'm catching up on your note about demons. Is the possessive implied in that, in the katakana? I'm curious about that. Oh, he needs a flame lurker soul. I can provide that, which I happen to have burning a hole in my back pocket. Thank you. Oh, okay. Orfeo, this is my first playthrough in many years. I played and beat this game with Magician class, Warrior class, and finally Rogue baby nail backstabbing character within the first year of its release, and have not played it since. Okay, thank you. There are so. And part of the vibe of the stream is rediscovering. So I appreciate spoilers and hints only when sought. That's kind of the way that I'm playing through this. Wonder who made Baldwin's glasses frames. Seems like a very delicate craftsmanship for the kinds of things that generally exist in this world. Okay, so you said to walk away. Oh, I see. Interesting. Demonsoru. Demonsoru. I see. Interesting. Oh yeah, Orfeo. Online is do you know about the fan servers that that they have up for PS3?
Red hot demon soul. Now you can bless your weapon with another demon soul. Wise choice. You've done well to put your trust in the great black.
Oh no, this is it. The other one's Baldwin.
Bring me a demon soul. I can use it to bless your weapon.
Cool. What was I just thinking? Yeah, something that is interesting about this game compared to the other Souls games, I feel like they started to hit their stride in the English Loc versions for this nice combination in terms of naming between familiar words that are able to sort of have a certain... They just sort of have like a poetic resonance when you see them in names versus the more sort of obscure fantasy-esque language that they sort of interweave. And the localization in this one feels a little more prosaic. In a way, they're not quite hitting the same mark that they do. Like hard, dragon, gray demon, mixed, doll, hero, swollen, false king, silver, iron, lead. The simplicity is interesting, but it feels like there's just like one more inch that the later games just kind of push that English Loc, so that it really feels like a unique fantasy world instead of just a descriptive name. Oh man, Orfeo, you're in for a treat. It is awesome to have these little messages show up. Because it is a dedicated, or rather I would say a focused audience playing it online, the messages are always much more intentional, so even when they're, you know, just kind of BSing, it's sort of BSing knowingly. It's not, it makes sense because you understand that the people who are also playing it are seriously playing the game, and that's very neat. Alright, so... oh wow, I've got a bunch of crap I don't want. Colorless Demon Soul 1. How do I not have Colorless Demon Souls? I know I've killed... Maybe I dropped it off. Because I know I got a Colorless Demon... Oh, that was my other character. Okay, I want to upgrade this guy. Mahfoon, give me 1 second. I want to upgrade this weapon one more, and I know just what to do. Oh, wow, that's really high up. I need to get... Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, God, I feel this in the pit of my stomach! I hate falling. I have beaten almost all the bosses except the swamp ones. Go back and get this. Is it here? You know what? There wasn't that much in there anyway. So let me... I know where to get a Colorless Demon Soul. Oh yes, old monk. So for some context, Orfeo and Jafada. Mahfoon as my constant cooperator here. I've reserved the old monk slot for them so that we can square off PvP legit wise in the game. So now, is that the one that turns it complete Black Soul tendency? Oh no, I haven't killed Storm King either. That's right, thank you. Elevator is toughest boss. It's my clumsiness just ratchets right up. Oh, well, I mean, so we actually found a way that you can do that. If you invade my game, and I die before I get up there, then then you actually still get the wrap, which Mahafun discovered. But yeah, if you're around toward the end of the stream, I'll be glad to help you with that. All right, you know what? I'll upgrade that later. Let's go ahead and let's get the swap started, and I will look up at a later time what the what I need to write here in the Nexus in order to adjust the world tendency. Yeah, we found that out by accident. Mahafun hopped in as the old monk, was waiting on me. There are several black phantoms of the little mind flayers that are in between the starting point and the actual boss fight, and they're just icing me every time. Well, I wish you the best of luck. There is your soul sign. Gotcha. And also, Orfeo, if you the fan servers give you more control over some of the variables that were previously sourced to the community and server events. So basically, world tendency was governed by activity that you did in your game. I think it was also impacted by the activity of other players. And finally, there would be some special events that that would, like Christmas would have like all white world tendency, and Halloween would have all black world tendencies. If you leave certain messages in the Nexus, huzzah, then oh, my shoulder. Then you can adjust the world tendencies in your game so that it's whatever you need it to be. So that's neat. Ah! No! Okay. Like, it's true in this game, it's true in Elden Ring especially. Oh, gross. Is that... Did you kill those, or are those just hanging out in a trio there? Yep, they're just hanging out. I feel it just in the pit of my stomach whenever I fall a great distance in a game. It hurts me. Is this guy... Is he playing dead? Seems like playing dead is a thing this guy would do. No! Smash! Okay. Congratulations, you've earned that second chance. Oh, you are in for a treat! This is a lovely series. Oh, hey, Morningstar. Ah, crud. Hold on a second. What is my item burden? Okay, my item burden is fine. I had a couple of swords in my inventory that I do not think I wanted, but this is okay. Are you? No, you're not weird, dejected dude. You're just a corpse. Yeah, if you, and Orfeo, if you are interested in these kinds of games, you might also look into Kingsfield, which is a From Software fantasy series for PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 that I think that this game actually resembles a little more than the later Souls games, and it's quite a bit of fun if you have the patience for older first-person dungeon crawling adventure design. Well, Shogi explained, I am condemning it right now. morally. Which is the same thing. Behind me? Oh, there's just my friend behind me. What are you talking about? What are you... Are you about to do some weird vomiting thing? You seem like you're about to vomit. Hey, there we go! Ah! These guys have some of the best death throttling voice lines in the game. Oh, hey, I found the pit trap. I am curious to. I would love to be in the VO booth when they did this, and just. I'm very curious how they did all the burps and belches. If they actually swallowed air and faked it, or if they were just, you know, making the noises. Oh man, I never completed Phantasy Star. I never had an SMS when I was a kid, and did not have the nostalgia attached to that system outside of the Alex Kidd games to really revisit much of it. I did play some Sega Master System games when doing some research for Sega Gaga, though, I remember. Wow. This area is peculiarly, there we go, designed for the way the camera works in this game. Come on, buddy, you're swinging a freaking tree trunk. Or an iron girder there. Surely you cannot be staggered like that. I'm catching up. Shadow Tower Abyss, I have that. I have that waiting to play. That is in my pile of games that to motivate me to... Ew, gross. Which, I mean, I understand is the point, but there we go. Yeah, I have Shadow Tower Abyss. It's in my pile of games to motivate me to keep up with my Japanese studies. Both those studies have been on hold for a little bit, plus I've been working my way through the original Shadow Tower, which is a good dungeon crawler. I really dig it. Alright. Okay, this looks like the way forward, and the thing that we were just in looks like the detour. So I'm going to check out the detour first here. Oh! Is that a friend? Is that an NPC who I wanted to keep alive? What did I just do there? Anybody with knowledge of what I just attacked, please let me know if this is somebody who I actually do want to be on my side. Oh, I see. Well, let's just keep going. Wow. I did not try to rob a merchant. It was straight up assault. There was no profit motive involved. When they die, they look like their hamstrings just seized up. What is up here? Cool. Merchant's coming. Merchant's slow. Well, I already aggroed Patches by accident. So this would be the second enemy that I've made, and whose story I have cut short as a result. I mean, to be fair, like, being wizened doesn't necessarily mean that you have limited mobility in this world. Ah! Yeah! Yeah, I want to equivocate on Deadly, but I think that is just going to be straight up obvious equivocation. This is absolutely meant to kill someone. Oh, someone walked the tight rope and left a message. Can I want to like and subscribe. Haha! Yes. I don't know if I'm the only one who does this. Every time I hear like and subscribe, I do not hear L-I-K-E space A-N-D space subscribe. I hear a command to a Lycan, L-Y-C-A-N, like Wolfman, subscribe. Yeah, man, it's about technique, not power. Oh, can I backstab with this? No, I can't. Lycan, that's funny. Also, Lycan, L-I-C-H-E-N, like and subscribe. What? What is this? A short spear of hard oak. It is covered with engravings and is one of the few revelations from God. God was like, alright, you want proof of my existence? Here's a stick. Once belonged to the Holy Knight, Liziah, Its Holiness. Oh, thank you. Increases the welder's resistance to plague and poison. I do not have enough skill to use this. Stab, stab. Is that like a, is that a polearm style weapon? That's interesting. Like, it's interesting because, like, the animation suggests, like, that he kind of has the polearm sort of, like, under his bicep or tricep. That's interesting. Oh no, I can't compete with that. I gave up trying to compete with that a long time ago. I know my limits. I mean, I think one of the things that this, I don't know. So there is a school of thought about living with consequences in games, and that living with consequences being the essence of role-playing, So if I accidentally, thoughtlessly swung my sword at somebody who was not attacking me, then certainly I probably should live with the consequences of that person wanting to attack me or defend themselves. And that is introducing role-playing into this role-playing game. Then there's the other school of thought, which is that the player should have as much freedom to make mistakes as possible and take them back. And I feel like the later games kind of walk a line there, where if you find the person who can absolve you of your sins, then you can take it back. I feel like the disappointment and frustration is okay here. Patches and I will never be BFFs, and in this universe, that's the way it ought to be. Whoop. blocking the camera in a cramped area. Oh, gross! Oh, gross! It's all gross. All right, here we go. Oh, it's on my shirt. Joe, we are on the U.S. servers. Yeah. Here, let me see. Just like stand there. There we go. Almost. Yep. There we go. There we go. It's like one of those novelty coin deposits. It's just kind of swirls around. It's got to be bad for your lower back. I gotta wait. Oh my. Please punch health into my soul. Do the... Because granted, I will heal all my minor wounds here in about 5 seconds, but there we go. Yes, thank you. Yes, it can hold a lot of ice cream, that is true. Oh god, it's just... I respect insects. Man, I just... outside of the ones that I have special affection for, just don't want to be around them. And those would be dragonflies, ladybugs, crickets, cicadas. Love cicadas. Oh, great. I brought this on myself. Leechmonger. I love a good monger. That's brilliant. I assume that is calling me a coward because I am because they assume I'm using projectile weapons here. That's very funny. Oh, Joe, you'll have your chance. I'm very sure. I don't want to die to this thing because I don't want to have to run all the way back. Wow, that thing is agile. Ah! No! Gross! Actually, that really doesn't impact my agility whatsoever from how I normally am. Get up! Smash! Smash like your strength build is meant for it. Yes. Whew. Well done. Oh no, Joe. Well, if you make it, let's just see. If you want another chance to invade, I'm just giving you a heads up in case you wish to prepare for this. I do still have to defeat Stormbringer, so I will be hopping into the last archstone of that area at some point here. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow, that, wriggling demon soul. Mahafun, do you remember offhand what message to write in the Nexus if I wanted to change something to all black world tendency? Oh, wow, I actually don't think I could even level up with this. Well, Joe, I want you to know I appreciate the challenging intent.
I can forge weapons for you at a fair price.
Requesting a challenger. Alright. Let me drop off some stuff with Thomas. Nope. Oh, Strava. Strava? Was that his name? Sad Prince trying to save his dad. Sad story, that guy. Okay.
You have a heart.
All right. Is it here? Nope. All right, cool. Excellent. That's good to know. There's a colorless demon here that I... shoot. That didn't do it. I know there is a colorless demon that shows up right near the start of that area, and I want to slay it so I can upgrade my... Oh, quit to main menu. Okay, thank you. Alright, let me try that real fast. Such great design on that sword. There we go. Negative 200. Yeah. There we go. Everything's like a million times harder. But what I want to do... Let's go here. Stone thing has the most explodey rocks. Poor horse. Oh, here we go. Yeah, no, I agree. I like the preset messages. I actually, so for Joe, for that reason, as well as the fact that I think that there is something special and characterizing about having to use preset messages. You have to be a little creative. There we go. You have to be a little creative, and also knowing the phrases becomes like a sort of a community bonding thing, and I find that very charming. Oh, it's so gross, big grub. Thank you. That is what I'm looking for. Whoop. Okay, good. Yeah, it reminds me of these. I remember I was camping one time and found a creek. And as I walked along the creek and looked more closely at the creek bed, I saw these little grubs that looked like they would be. Could they scream? They would have been constantly, and they look just like that thing. So I'm not a fan. Ah, hey! Hello, old friend. I will grab my change that I left on the ground, my chump change that I left on the ground when I died. Alright. What do I need? Another colorless demon soul. Good. That's good. Grub sense memory, that's right. Yeah, the juvenile messages are not my vibe. It's not what I create and not what I look for. So I get that as a part of a lot of people's sort of experience with it. That's just sort of the tax you play when you're playing with other people online, is what they're enjoying is in part what you must enjoy or experience as well as it goes.
Saints, this I too. We are.
Let's see. Alright, very good. Then Mahafoon, let's see what this place looks like with Black World tendency. Oh no, is the stream frozen? Let's see. How to get going to give it a sec to restabilize. Let's see. Okay. So, it looks fine on my end. I also see from having the stream up on my iPad that it looks frozen there as well. Let me just... baffling. Alright, stream has restarted on this end. What are my alerts here? Looking good, you say? Excellent. Maybe it was a grift to to make people watch ads as we try to refresh and see if it's going to work. Here is a reward for your patience. Here's this. How do I get out of this chair here? Yup. Here we go. Oh. This guy's been off the stream for a little too long. Oh, he's camera shy. No, sir. He's such a big huggable bear. It's very huggable. Here. Talk to the folks. It was not consumed by the baleful fog. As a matter of fact, this benefactor right here showed up to bless it. And a noble benefactor he is. Alright, sir, you can go back to where you were. No. Oh my god, it's so big. There we go. Found some pictures from him. Pictures of him. Not from him, he doesn't have access to that technology. From a couple of years ago. And, gosh. He sure was smaller. Okay, so I have a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes activated. Mahafun, I'm good to summon you. whenever you are. There we go. Gotcha. Love the adjudicator shield. That's a weird echo sound effect on the water. Just smearing each other's swords over the other's faces. I mean, to be fair, most sword usage involves applying it to someone else. So, maybe that's not too far. I don't think, Joe, I don't think I have ever played a Souls game past New Game Plus 1. So I can only imagine what the difficulty level there must be. Is there an NPC ahead? Oh, whoa! They're spewing. Oh, those are flies. I see. That's some sort of pestilence. Oh God, this area right here. No! That is literally what happened to me time and time again when I played this through the first time back in like 2009. I died falling here so many times. Clumsy. The real pestilence is are these insoles. Talk about loose footing. What was I going to do? Oh, right, I was going to... the story, Orfeo? I mean, the story in this game is neat. I have always been more a spectator of Soulsborne games lore rather than an active participant, is how I would draw that distinction. Space Hamlet has done a lot of solid writing on Soulsborne games lore. As a matter of fact, he and I did a podcast about ways of understanding. What was it? Was it Bloodborne? It was Bloodborne that we did, yeah. Ways of understanding Bloodborne's sort of atmosphere and narrative stylings. But nonetheless, I find myself captivated, but nonetheless a reader of Soulsborne lore. So with that said, the story kind of feels like it occupies space for me a little bit. Which is not a dig against it. It's just the way that the Soulsborne narratives have never, they've caught my attention but never hooked me. Whoa, Buster! There you go. That's what you get. There we go. You know, I think that is what Space Hamlet brings up is, I think, one of the things that makes the Soulsborne games successful narratively is that even if you're not paying attention to the item descriptions and the happenings and the opening they're not FMVs anymore, but the opening cinematics, the environments and the mood tell the story. And at the end of it, that's really all you need to know to enjoy it, and I think that that's smart. Yeah, as time has gone on, I think about the things that I enjoy. I once more enjoyed the epic, the long, and the multi-faceted stories. But I find myself less drawn to epic now, and more to local and focused stories. Wait, what? Okay. Thought I killed you. I'm trying to think what kind of animal these monster designs evoke. I mean, there's obviously the jellyfish. So I think there's a little bit of jellyfish, a little bit of fungus, but then there's this sort of viscera on top, plus a sort of ribbed symmetry, ribbed radial symmetry, kind of like coming from the viscera on top. So I guess it kind of. So yeah, so the jellyfish and the mushroom likeness I get, but the ribbed radial symmetry, I don't really know what that's supposed to be like. The more face huggery. Oh, cool! They crumble like dust under your feet. That's pretty neat. Yeah, give me those 10 frames per second. Or less. Like, you get the sense that by stepping on these things, that you are not just releasing dust particles into the air. You're probably creating more of these things by sending their spores around. Alright. Oh. Oh, weird. If I try to roll, my guy kind of does like a headbutt? Let's see if I can... if that has an impact on an enemy. It does not. In fact. No! Stop! Yeah, for some reason I thought that I had unlocked some sort of special property of the Dragon Blade. Thank you. What does the Soldier's Lotus do? Heals bleeding. I don't need that. Royal Lotus. That is what I need. Oh, my poison was healed already. Cool. Did you do that? Did you heal my poison? If you did, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate the ambition in how much they were trying to get out of this machine with this area. Let's see, can I climb up on this thing? I would like to no longer be knee-deep in defilement. And I guess those ambient distant lights are my cues for where to go. Okay. Did we come through here? Huh. You know, I know that's just the model getting stuck in the geo, but that looks like that should be some sort of like playful, weirdly playful behavior that these creatures have when they are not aware of you. Run straight through. Beware of the bloodstain ahead. Alrighty, let's go. I guess the bloodstain that I'm supposed to beware is my own? Oh dear. I have an animal trying to destroy my room. Let's see. There's no time for messages. Yep, no time to read messages. It's also no time to recommend them. But here we are. Oh dear. Please don't let me die. I need to do something real fast. Come on. Dude, what are you doing? You want out. There. Okay. Thank you for keeping me alive. When Panda wants something and Panda does not get it, Panda destroys what Panda sees. Paper products especially. Black Phantom ahead, you say? Broken sword. What is this? Crescent moon grass. My god, look at this frame rate. There we are. Knock them down. Yeah, here we go. Take that butcher knife and get out of here. Rock and roll, that's awesome. Faint stone. I like the notion that just by whapping somebody with the catalyst that's magic. Cat's ring, yes! This is the best icon for a status effect. We're going to see it. Decrease damage from falls. Look at it! Look at it right there! It's somebody's cat's face! That's the cat ring status icon. Oh. No. Let's see. Frame it. Get them The cat wants to live inside the... No, the cat wants to live inside the hat. So there we go. The cat's inside... No, the cat... I'm trying to put the cat inside the hat. This is what the cat wishes. There we go. There we go. Now I'm happy. But yes, that is quality UI design right there. So, God, I'm absolutely remembering why I don't like this place. It doesn't look interesting, and it all looks the same. What happened to you? Whoever that is looked like she's like negotiating with somebody who's advancing on her with a knife. Yes, I suppose he is, Orfeo. All cats in hats. Oh, except that panda who I don't think could fit in one. War Scythe. Shard of Suckerstone. So, to the atmosphere's credit, I can see value. Wait, I already killed these things. In wandering around until you find the environmental queue that takes you to the next step. Especially if it is not wandering around that long. This feels like it's going by a little more quickly than I recall it going in my first playthrough. Really? I have zero strategy whatsoever. This is actually also how I do puzzle games. I know Space Hamlet likes puzzle games, and I've often wondered, or when I play them, if the way that I play them would drive you nuts. Is this... Can I break this down? I cannot. Which is to basically fiddle around with it and not brute force it, but not really think about it very carefully, and just see what combination of anything fits. That is also how I handle navigation problems. Google Maps is kind of a godsend for me. I mean, that's fair, Mahafoon. Oh wow, there's a weird pure pitch black little blob of darkness there in the distance. Ah, interesting. That makes me feel somewhat better. Shogi explained as their username would suggest, like Shogi, and drew my attention to the game as an alternative to chess, and one of the reasons why. Oh, thank God! No, let me up. One of the reasons why I like Shogi over chess is because. What the hell? Thank you. Alright. Smash. Smash. No, dude, don't do that ever. Thank you. Woo. There's a little more room for creative damage control in Shogi than in chess, in my experience, because you know you can put the pieces that you capture back onto the board under your control, and that fits my my strategizing approach a little bit more naturally than chess. A game of precision and forward planning, neither of which particularly interests me. No, definitely unleash your true power when it comes to those giant-ass black phantoms that that I summoned by creating pure black world tendency. There we go. And okay, cool. I have almost chewed through all of my grass there. Squish. Oh. No, 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 no! What a great death cry. Okay. Oh, fun. Okay. Seems like the way to fall without losing progress. And honestly, this seems like the way to fall without losing progress, I think, is a problem-solving approach that pays off in more than a few FromSoft games. Okay. This was right? Cool, this was the right direction. God, just killing mosquitoes with a sledgehammer. Thank you. Something that the Pacific Northwest does not have is the volume of mosquitoes that the Southeast does, and that is one of the blessings of living here. And why I laugh when people complain about mosquito season here, because they get like 5. There's a fog gate ahead. Divide and conquer tactics on the next enemy. That stands to reason. Oh, I don't have any arrows? I have no arrows. Great. Oh yeah, totally use that fire stuff here. I think that's a great choice. And by that fire stuff, I mean fire. Whoa! No! Oh, man! I did not anticipate that that thing doing that much damage. Okay, so let's. I think we could do this. We can do this tonight. So if I were to optimally run through this place, which direction would I go that is not plunging directly ahead into the darkness? Orfeo, I feel you there. I worked in a forest in Florida for about 2 years, year and a half, 2 years. It was in a small town called Lithia, outside of Tampa, and the insect activity in summer was just horrible. I will follow you. Sorry, my speed running was delayed because I waved. Hospitable fool that I am. Oh, what is this? Royal Lotus, why thank you, I will. What a satisfying sound effect that is. Is there an invisible poison meter that builds the longer you're in the swamp? Yeah, apparently there is. Okay, cool. That answers that. Interesting that they chose not to make that player facing. Like they did in the other ones. Are these those same guys, or are these guys? Oh, these are different. Nice. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, go, 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 dude! No! Oh my god, that half-moon grass isn't doing a damn thing. Okay. Please punch my spine with your chiropractic magic and heal me, because I'm so close to dying. Wow, that heals a lot. Thank you. Okay, I will let you take lead here, because you have, of course, offered to show me the way speedily. I'm kind of surprised that I haven't encountered one of the standard Soulsborne level design things where they give you a quick shortcut after you progress far enough and can loop back around. My sympathies, Joe. Unfortunately, that I think I would fall in a single hit there. Okay, full moon grass. Hey, it's my stuff. Yeah, if you can aggro them so we can wow, that doesn't do a whole lot of damage, does it? No! Whew. Okay, I would go back and recall you forth, but I don't think I actually can at this. What the hell is that? Oh, no! That's some sort of weird poison mage. Alright, goodbye. Can I keep running? I want to keep running! I don't want to face the consequences of my actions! Ah, I have to! No! Use the sword that you have! Don't do the thing! Ah, okay. Unfortunately, that fortunately that won't work. I probably should have taken care of him when I had the chance. Let's see, where are we, time-wise? It's 11:54. Okay, so let's end the stream. I've got about another 20 minutes, I think. So let's do this. Let's end the stream on the Stormbringer. Also, I'm going to just reset this to White Soul tendency, White World tendency. Since this playthrough is kind of more of an appreciation tour in some ways than strictly living up to the challenges. I have taken a few corners. I have cut a few corners here and there. Oh yes, let me give you your thumbs up. I don't know if the shield deflects attacks. I actually have never been a tower shield player. Well, the thing about Old Monk is I actually don't know if I'm strong enough yet to be able to plow through those Black Phantom Mind Flayers. But you know what? I'll try. I'll try. Well, Sting, I like someone who's straightforward. I also need to get more grass here from Ed or Thomas. There we go.
You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
Will I want to be the Old Monk? That could be fun. Wait, no, not here. What do you have to say to me? You'll find ore. That's sensible. So, in order to be the Old Monk, I need to drop a cooperator sign, is that correct? I mean, that sort of accident, after so much time invested in building a relationship of mutual trust, that feels very Souls, right? Okay, then let me know when you are here, and I will. Can I use the Eye of Ephemeral? I cannot use this while I am in physical form. So, yep. Goodbye. Oh wow, they really let you fall all the way out of the gray box there, don't they? Excellent, Orfeo. If you thought the fall was something, you should see the landing. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. All right. Sign is down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One of my favorite things, Zoidberg is one of my favorite Futurama characters, and I think one of the things that I'm most grateful for in what they did with him was resurrecting some of Curly Joe's mannerisms from the Three Stooges. Very funny man. Very funny lobster. Actually, I'll have to find this. I used... Oh, what was it? So, Monster Hunter on the PSP had this sort of very twangy song that accompanied the cat land. I don't remember what they're called, but they're the bipedal cats, and it was this kind of like rockabilly background music. So I took that, and I took a bunch of quotations from Zoidberg from Futurama, and I put them on top of that and created a narrative flow using Zoidberg's quotes, and made a song about Zoidberg. And I want to find that now, because I remember thinking it was actually quite good. Zoidberg. You may have lost the love of your life, but you still have Zoidberg. You all still have Zoidberg. Is that you I hear? All right. I am definitely the kind of build that this universe would naturally create and summon. So I'm curious, is it possible to summon a cooperator here if the old monk if the old monk fight is triggered after going a little bit up the staircase? Can you bring in a cooperator, or is it always got to be 1v1? Hey, it's me. Ah! Can I wave? I can wave. Well, that's interesting. Hold on a second. Let me see. Let me try something here. Okay. Okay. It looked like it triggered the wave, like when I got within range of you. But, okay, cool. I'm ready to go. I tell you, there's nothing funnier than falling down. Oh wait, is it bad form to heal? Here, I won't heal. Sorry. Here, go ahead and even it up. There we go. Wait, what? Can you? What is it? Can you? Oh, are you trying to heal me? Oh. Whoops. Oh, wow. I think that was somewhat unfair to you. I've got a large clunky sword and I'm just swinging it around at random at close range. I don't think I should have been hitting you that much. I mean, granted, in a scenario where somebody is, just swinging around with what amounts to, you know, like an I-beam. All right, let me see. You lay down your sign, and let me see if I can trigger you, and see if I can smash my way through these folks. But yeah, the equivalent of just swinging an I-beam around suggests that you should be able to catch anybody in any position within, like, 10 feet of you. Nonetheless, that is not how hitboxes in Souls work. And I feel you were robbed. Oh my god. All right. I'm feeling pretty good about my odds if I can clobber a Mind Flayer. The large circular motif there above the above the throne is very interesting looking. It has a has what appears to be some sort of Pegasus at the top, and a human figure in the middle. I would be interested in seeing what that looks like. Excuse me. Yeah, the Pegasus bit is interesting. Come on, do your... Oh dear. That does not knock him down, in fact. That knocked him down. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Ah, I see. Does it keep the level difference when when a player invades as an old monk? Oh, that's so good. Let me see here. Okay, so your guy takes a couple of steps as part of the move? Yeah, kind of a little tap-tap. Not a knockdown while he's still alive, but still a pretty good chunk, and one that makes me feel more confident about reliably making it here. Cool. Whoa, what was that? What? Ah! Tactics? Oh no! Is that... Oh, did you get caught in the, Cheeky. It's interesting. I notice I keep looking, for your life bar above, above your character. Like in regular co-op. I absolutely walked into that. Oh wow, my full moon grass did not heal what I thought it would. Wow, that's a combo right there. No, 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 roll! Ah! Very good. Let's see. Now that I know... Let's see, what time is it here? It's 12:13. Alright, I have time for one more go of this, I think. So whoever... I know that, Joe, you're looking to throw your quarter on the arcade cabinet, so whoever gets theirs down first. Well, I mean, if you are at the soul level that that you've said, and I have no reason to think you're not, this will be very interesting to see what the damage difference is. Wow, what a place to cut. That's great. I wonder what that's gonna look like when it fires back up. Yeah, look at there. It's the Pegasus, and it looks like there are feathers coming down around the outside of the radial spires or spikes. Yeah, I've won at least 2 or 3 multiplayer duels in this area in Latria because rolling off the bridge did them in. No. Yeah. I love it. So wait, you are min-max level 20 on New Game Plus 2? So I heard that fighting old King Allant, where he can down level your soul level, that's one way to do it. Is that what you did? That's very interesting. I see. Oh hey, there's a third person here. That's nifty. This is going to be interesting in a way that I think many people thought that Demon Souls would not be ever again after the official server support went down. Sounds. Ah! Nice. Interesting. All right, let's do it. Oh, why, thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. To my credit, I got a couple in. Very good. So what time is it? Oh, I need to be a human being, so I should probably head off now. But this was a lot of fun. We got through the Leech boss. Hope has been kindled for being able to get to the Old Monk reliably and make it through. Orfeo and Joe, it's wonderful meeting you two. I stream on Wednesdays, starting usually around 8:30 or 9 Pacific Standard Time on Wednesdays, and I'll be doing Demon Souls again until completion for the next couple of weeks. So if you want to stop by and chime in for another PvP multiplayer, you are welcome to. And Orfeo, I'm glad to hear that you're hopping onto the PS3 servers. It'd be a lot of fun. So thank you everybody for coming out, and yeah, we'll see you next week, hopefully. And thank you, Mahafun, as always. for the company, the cooperation, and the killing. I don't know what code thing to put after that. Anyway, good night.